The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
Sliding out of the pocket. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Tackle made by Grover Stewart.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down at the Colts 37.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. They only got a couple, but a couple is all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing is Jackson. Being chased out left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down a defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Ryan and the Colts getting set here, 1st and 10. At the 45. Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
That was a nice run, a nice gain there as they head towards the 2-minute warning.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. They go play action with Ryan.
This will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Now it's Ryan.
This will be taken in by Michael Pittman.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Throwing again on second down. Ryan. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jarvis Landry, 32 yards.
And the Colts are an extra point away from capturing the lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Jackson. Dancing to his left.
Open man downfield is Duvernay. Devin Duvernay with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead in the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game. And I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And they will take a 7-point lead. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
to Taylor on first down. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
They run once more with Taylor.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down, escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Opted to run for it, the decision a good one, picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Flush to his right. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, a 24-yard touchdown.
And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They make their second-half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
On 2nd and 7, Ryan. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Adafe Owe in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. That sack backs Ryan and the Colts up a bit here, facing a 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Adafe Owe. 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And look at this starting field position. That'll be touchdown inside the 30-yard line. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Dobbins. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Here comes Dobbins on the toss right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally. But he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And that is no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Boy, that's 3 points you really expect to have. That's nothing more than a lack of concentration to me, because an NFL kicker should make this kick in his sleep.
Ryan and the Colts getting set here, 1st and 10.
At their own 24.
He'll start with a give to Taylor.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. That leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
Third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan.
And he'll find Pittman. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Tyus Bowser from his outside linebacker spot gets him down there for a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
They'll run the toss here with Taylor.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Ryan. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson now, eluding the pressure right. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Brandon, there was more in his mind there than just getting to the 1st down marker. Saw an opportunity to get a big play and was going to let the defense do a lot to stop him from getting there.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
They'll run with Dobbins.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Play action. Now Jackson rolling to his right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, they've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Colts on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8.
Let's go, D, tighten up. Let's go, D, tighten up.
On the counter, it's Taylor. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Another run here with Dobbins. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Edwards. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. This a 31-yard attempt. And this has no chance. It's no good, well wide to the left, and they will not be able to add on to their 20-point lead. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half. And
so for the Ravens, they get the critical victory.